Hi everyone. I didn't expect to be making another video so quickly, but things are moving so fast, so here I am again. So on the screen now you'll see some stories as they relate to Donald Trump's new executive order regarding homelessness. So let's just get straight into it. A precursor to shadow or type, a warning sign or early echo that alerts believers that the prophetic clock is moving forward, but the final event has not yet arrived. The following information relates to Donald Trump's executive order regarding the homeless and how this order corresponds to Bible prophecy in the tribulation period regarding those who do not worship the image of the beast and take the mark of the beast. In July 2025, Donald Trump signed an executive order focused on homelessness in the United States. The order enables cities and states to forcibly hospitalize or institutionally commit individuals who are homeless, particularly those diagnosed with mental illness or substance abuse issues. It also encourages cities to enforce anti-camping laws and reverses legal barriers that previously limited involuntary commitments. Critics argue this move criminalises homelessness and undermines civil liberties by placing vulnerable individuals under state control, often without due process. This policy evokes significant parallels to prophetic warnings in the Bible, especially in the book of Revelation. Revelation 13 describes a future period, often referred to as tribulation, during which a global system will compel all people to worship the beast and receive a mark in order to buy or sell, and those who refuse will face economic exclusion and persecution. Although Trump's executive order is not a direct fulfillment of that prophecy, the theme of coercive control over vulnerable populations bears symbolic resemblance to how end-time governments may enforce conformity and suppress dissent. In this light, the order could be viewed as a modern example of how civil liberties may be compromised under the guise of public welfare, foreshadowing how, in the end times, global powers might use similar mechanisms to compel loyalty. Ecclesiastes 1 verse 9, the King James Bible, which is God's perfect preserved inspired word, reads, "The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun." It has been said that what men learn from history is that men don't learn from history. Let's continue. The events surrounding Germany and World War II were a precursor to what will take place in the tribulation. The Thousand-Year Reich was a propaganda term used by Adolf Hitler and the Nazi Party to describe what they claimed would be a millennial German empire under National Socialist rule. The term Thousand-Year Reich mimics the millennial kingdom described in Revelation 20, where Christ reigns on earth for 1,000 years. Hitler's appropriation of this language was blasphemous from a biblical perspective and represents an example of a satanic counterfeit usurping divine imagery to deceive and elevate a human ruler. Adolf Hitler can be seen as a foreshadow or type of the Antichrist, a figure who rose to power through deception, demanded loyalty, and led many into destruction. The Nazi Party's deliberate use of Roman imagery, imperial imagery, including eagles, standards, and architecture, echoed the symbolism of the revived Roman Empire prophesied in the book of Daniel, and later expanded in Revelation, where the final world empire is depicted as a beast arising out of the nations, ruled by a blasphemous, charismatic leader. Adolf Hitler's German Workers' Party membership number was 555. The next to come will be 666. Next question. Did the Nazi Party implement any such similar homelessness program? Nazi Germany and homelessness policies, 1933 to 1945. 1. Criminalization and social exclusion. The Nazi regime viewed homelessness not as a social problem to be solved through care, but as a moral failing or a sign of asocial behavior. Homeless individuals were classified under the broader category of asocials, which included beggars, alcoholics, prostitutes, the unemployed, and others deemed unfit for the people's community. In 1933, the law against dangerous habitual criminals allowed for the indefinite detention of those labelled as socially deviant. Homeless people were often rounded up, institutionalised, or sent to concentration camps like Dachau and Buchenwald. They wore black triangles in the camps to mark their status. And I'll just add here that the triangle is one of the symbols of Mystery Babylon. 2. Work programs under coercion. Some so-called vagrants were forced into labour programs as a way to re-educate them or extract economic value. These were not voluntary social services, but coercive and punitive. Okay, let's go straight to God's word. Matthew 25, verses 42 to 45. For I wasn't hungry, and you gave me no meat. I was thirsty, and you gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and you took me not in. Naked, and you clothed me not. Sick, and in prison, and you visited me not. Then shall they also answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee and hungered, or athirst, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister unto thee? Then shall he answer them, saying, Verily, I say unto you, inasmuch as you did it not to one of the least of these, you did it not to me. On the screen now, I'm going to leave you with the good news of the gospel. The King James Bible is God's perfect, preserved, and inspired word. Simply read it and believe it. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. God bless you all. Bye again for now.